Coach, the Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go! Eight together. No chance!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
You got nothing. 58, right?
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Check. 36.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
70, Indy. Hey, orbit. 5.
Off the play fake. Evans. It's caught by OBJ. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
On the ready. 57 the mark. Come on, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 23.
Watch the slant. Kill.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mike 51. Let's pick it up. Let's go. Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check it.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go. 6 yards. Let's Let's make it.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
At the Texans' 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Tight yard.
Murray keeps it himself. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Take it at the 37. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
This is Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60-or.
In your face.
Fight.
On 1st down, Barrow. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Evans now, operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Mike 5-4.
1st down, Murray. Being chased out left. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, nice move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Go!
Looking to throw. Evans. He finds Beckham, complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Ready! 15 line. 15 line. Come on. You better bring. Hey, Jet.
Now Evans on 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Go, go. Motion.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down to lose one. Two times. We got four. Check 26, check 26.
49, check 49.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
On the set. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
I got him.
Murray with a third and long. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Evans from the gun, he'll throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
60 outlaw, you draw forfeit.
A gain of 6 yards.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Snap.
Back to throw is Evans, operating from the gun, and he finds Daniels. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Evans. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
They had two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Evans off the play fake. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 in.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Here's Murray back near his goal line. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Evans now. Off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
At their own 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point forthcoming. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch the whip.
Back to throw. Evans. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Fast. 951. Record. 51.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Watch the shot.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Out. He's coming. Leo. He's coming.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Texans 28, Panthers 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
He'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10.
Watch the screen.
Murray to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Houston, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try